Ready, when you're ready. Captioning is on. There it goes, it's working. Good evening, Dayton. Welcome to the Town of Dayton Planning Board regular meeting and public hearing this Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. As a reminder, this is a public meeting being video and audio recorded, cable broadcast. Next meeting is going to be same place here, Lower Town Hall, December 3rd, 2025. It's a Wednesday at 7 p.m. And first item on the agenda is to review, discuss, and act on the revised development flow chart. We don't have an update. Sorry. We don't have an update to that, so I think we're just gonna, we have to vote to table it?
No, you don't know.
No, right? Okay, let me open up my, hang on, I'm a little behind here. We have to open up the packet. Stand by. All right, so we're gonna push that to the next meeting. Do we know if we're gonna get feedback from Concom on it between now and then?
Lisa did say that they were planning on discussing it today. So
Okay, all right,
fingers crossed.
all right, yeah, got it. Okay, so hopefully we'll be able to get some feedback from them next time. Got it. Okay, so we'll set that for next time. Next item is to set the 2026 meeting calendar. So this is Easter Day, set it out in your packet. You've got the 2026 party calendar. Joe, you gonna put that in your fridge?
Yes.
Nice. Right next to your couch, your favorite couch.
Picked on.
I put everything on my fridge.
Oh,
The
really?
magnet, yeah, that's probably gonna go with a magnet.
I'm
Fridge.
glad. I'm
I
glad
got all
I
my-
don't live nearby.
all my kids,
You might just put me there too.
Oh, yeah, some processing involved, but, so we have the calendar and we have, meetings twice a month and we have the normal starting in June. So June, July, August, and September have one meeting during those months, and then we flip back to 2 meetings a month in October, through the remainder of the year. And the one in July is, it's in the middle of July, so that's good, so it's not near the holiday.
That's one question. Going forward, is it like it is now, which is our dates overlap with the selectmen's?
I'm sorry.
Our dates seem to overlap with the selectmen's. Is that the way next year's going to look like
I
too?
didn't have a chance to do the comparison, but if they, depending on how they do their schedule.
Schedule, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just,
Okay, anybody have any questions on the calendar? I think we got to vote on this, yeah. Woody, any concerns or questions about the calendar?
Not at all.
All right. Can somebody make a motion to approve the calendar for 2026 for the planning board?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded by roll call.
Robert Woods is an aye.
Joe Figurito is an aye.
Jeff Cavallo is an aye.
Dan Higgins is an aye.
Chris Cunha, aye.
5 ayes.
5 ayes, wow, it's unanimous. We're set for 2026, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so next item on the agenda is Theotokos, how do you say that? 1965 County Street, this is a CNN Pizza site plan review, and we received an email from Carlos. Good morning, it's from yesterday morning. Thanks, Carrie, I will take care of the requested item, and that was either the waiver request or the development impact study. But in the meantime, it's asking for continuance or application for the next meeting due to the peer review not being ready yet. Hopefully he's also able to handle the requirement that we need from him between now and then. That'll all come together. So that's out with Weston and Sampson. So can somebody make a motion to continue the public hearing for 1965 County Street?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made and seconded by roll call.
Robert Woods is an aye.
Joe Figurito and I.
Jeff Cavallo is an aye.
Dan Higgins, aye.
Chris Cunha, aye.
I almost forgot I had to vote. All right. Oh, Next on the agenda is Bell Farm Estates LLC, 0 Milk Street and 0 Council Oak Way. Special permit and definitive subdivision application. Can somebody make a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make it. Go ahead, Joe.
Second.
So me motion, Joe second.
Second, by roll call?
Robert Woods is an aye.
Joe Figurito is an aye.
Jeff Cavallo is an aye.
Ken Higgins, aye.
Chris Cunha, aye.
It's 5 ayes, all right. Good evening.
Good evening, David Kelly with CEC, Carmelo, applicant owner. We're here 2 weeks ago, and hopefully I think we resolved all outstanding items. We wanted to, you wanted some time to come up with some special conditions for this project. We received these this afternoon. We didn't see them until tonight when I downloaded the agenda.
Yep.
So I'm assuming at this point you just want to talk amongst yourselves, go through them. If you had any comments or kind of discuss if inappropriate, and I guess that's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mr. Higgins did a lot of research on typical conditions for this kind of project. I don't know if you want to talk to these or anything. So what we sent you is something we also sent to our attorney to review, and I don't know if you saw his response. So all of these things, nothing should be a surprise, right? So we didn't want to, and we're not allowed to prescribe what you have to specifically do with these systems, but we wanted to put things in place to assure that things are specifically spelled out, and that's the conditions that we listed here, and I can read through them so we have them read into record. So we're not trying to, if we do move forward with a vote this evening, which I assume we will, we don't have to reread them. So I'm going to read through these from beginning to end. So we have a total of, we have 6 conditions. And then one with a bunch of subparts. So I'm going to read through these. So condition 1 was the design shall include a plan as submitted and acceptable to the planning board to safely maintain a collective nitrogen loading rate consistent with the limitations of 310 CMR 15.214 and Mass DEP Zone 2 guidance. And I gave an example there, for example, a nitrogen reducing innovative alternative septic system. Stormwater management practices need to be consistent with the Mass DEP stormwater standards, including standard 6 for critical areas. Planning board's review under this condition is limited to design performance of the subdivision's infrastructure intended to meet the nitrogen loading objective. Final permitting approval and enforcement of individual on-site systems remain under the jurisdiction of the appropriate board. For example, septic system related systems, it's the Board of Health. And Mass DEP pursuant to 310 CMR 15.000 Title 5. Condition 2, the applicant shall establish a homeowners association, which you guys are already planning on doing this, required to include a minimum of the following requirements and restrictions. Use of drought tolerant native vegetation to minimize irrigation demand and wastewater flows. That's 2A. 2B is the use of lower nitrogen fertilizer only. 2C, no direct discharge of untreated stormwater into Zone 2 recharge areas for the purpose of defining treated stormwater infiltration systems in areas with high groundwater or poor soil permeability shall not be considered unless hydrogeologic modeling confirms safety. 2D, stormwater system long-term maintenance, inspection, reporting, and enforcement shall be formally incorporated into the HOA bylaws and deed restrictions. Finally, 2E, all septic systems shall be subject to mandatory maintenance and inspection, reporting, and enforcement protocols administered and funded by the HOA and recorded in the deed. Condition 3, all recorded instruments, including deeds, covenants, and homeowners association documents shall expressly reference the approved subdivision design plans and shall clearly assign responsibility to the homeowners association and or individual lot owners for the ongoing implementation and compliance with those plans. These provisions are required pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 41, Section 81M, to ensure the continued maintenance of subdivision design features essential to the protection of public health and groundwater quality within Zone 2 area. Condition 4, Each resident shall display in a conspicuous location, for example, utility room or near a main electrical panel, a placard outlining the presence of an IA subsystem, a septic system, its maintenance schedule, inspection requirements, and HOA reporting procedures. Condition 5, each lot shall be subject to a recorded deed restriction expressly prohibiting the installation or conversion to a conventional septic system unless and until all required approvals have been obtained by the applicable regulatory authorities, including Mass DEP and the Board of Health, that's standard. Condition 6, monitoring wells shall be installed at locations, you talked to this last time you were here, approved by the Board of Health, and typically one up gradient and one down gradient of the developed area for the purpose of confirming groundwater flow and evaluating nitrogen migration. Sampling shall include at a minimum analysis for nitrate nitrogen, commencing with the construction of the first dwelling, continuing thereafter on such schedule as may be determined by the Board of Health. And just a qualifying statement for condition 6 is the planning board's responsibility under this condition is limited to verifying that monitoring data are submitted in accordance with the approved design performance verification requirements, regulation, enforcement, and interpretation of groundwater monitoring results shall be under the jurisdiction of the Board of Health and where applicable, Mass DEP. All costs associated with monitoring and reporting shall be borne by the HOA. There you go. That's the conditions we want to impose on this project. So I know you're familiar with this.
Are there any standard ones, just to make sure they're all read into the record, that are always included, that we just, this is not the only one, there's some standard stuff we
No,
always
these are
do.
the standards, we don't usually
Read them out.
read them out.
Okay.
It's things like creating the HOA, ensuring that you're in compliance with the Conservation Commission.
Those are all standard things, yeah. So I specifically wanted to read these out to read them in the record because this is our first time doing this. I want to make sure we dot our i's and cross our t's.
Correct, understood.
Yeah, I did that right. Any questions or anything on any of this? I don't know if you had a chance to look at it.
I did, no,
Okay. Yeah, so you,
I think it works well.
okay, yeah. Yeah, so you're able to dig out the stuff from Westport, so that was very helpful. We pass it over to the Board of Health. They seem like, they're like, okay, no big deal. They seem to have a good handle on it. Joe?
No, I don't have anything. I have all the respect for you guys for doing what you've done, and that means a lot to me. So,
Okay.
thank you
Yep.
all.
Mr. Woods, do you have any questions about the conditions that we're putting it on this particular, or thinking about putting on this particular application?
No, not at all, Jeff. And like Joe said, I really appreciate all the work that you guys did on that. It was a lot of work and you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so I don't think there's any additional public input, public comment on this. There's no questions. So, I mean, do you have any questions or anything before we take it to the next steps here? Questions or concerns? All right, so, good.
No, as I said, we do not.
Okay, and additionally, and I can read these out when we're talking about the next stage here, when we close the public hearing, but there's 11 waiver requests by the applicant, and those are all in the package, I think. I have them
We
here.
did this at the last.
We did this the last time, yeah, we went through these.
Yep. Yeah, the waivers were ready quite a few weeks ago.
They were, right?
Discussed and reviewed all those.
Yeah, we did. So there's a total of, at the Spencer reading through these, because there's actually 11 waivers requests and one variance, but the variance goes to the Board of Health to be filed with the Board of Health, so that one doesn't apply to us. What's that?
Which we obtained.
Okay, right. Okay. Be obtained from. Got it. Okay, so at this time, do we? Yeah, we have to close the public hearing first. Can somebody make a motion to close the public hearing for Bell Farms Estates LLC, 0 Oak Street, and 0 Council Oak Way?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made and seconded by roll call.
Robert Woods is an aye.
Joe Pizzarito and I.
Jeff Cavallo is an aye.
Dan Higgins, aye.
Chris Cunha, aye.
Okay, thank you. So public hearing is closed. We can now want to take it to a vote. So could somebody please make a motion to approve the special permit and definitive subdivision application for Bell Farm Estates LLC, 0 Milk Street and 0 Council Oak Way, inclusive of the 11 waivers and conditional upon the variance being approved by the Board of Health, in addition to the 6 conditions that were read earlier.
The waivers that are on there, trying to think of what it'll be subject to approval from other boards?
No,
No?
we're approving the waivers. The 11 waivers are us.
No other board can give them the waivers, it's only us.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll make that motion then.
I'll second.
All right, motion made and seconded. Any discussion before we take it to a vote? Hearing none by roll call?
Unfortunately, Jeff, you guys know I don't really go for waivers. So I'm gonna abstain, but I would also wish the developer the best of luck. And thank you very much for accepting the conditions. I just don't vote for waivers for anyone. So that's just the way I roll. But I wish you the best of luck and thank you for the members of the planning board that did an outstanding job laying it all out. Thank you very much.
Joe Figurito and I.
Jeff Cavallo is an aye.
Dan Higgins, aye.
Chris Cunha, aye.
Congratulations.
Thank you all very, very much for extended time and effort and hours that you've put in beyond typical time. It's greatly appreciated, and I think at the end of the day, we're all going to be very happy.
Yeah, I'm glad it was very thorough and you guys are very patient with us going through it to understand the limitations, and I'm looking forward to seeing this project happen.
Thank you very much.
No signing party, right?
Nope, not yet, I gotta, most of the decision is pretty much drafted, it was just all this other stuff. And then the decision will go out to council for review, and then be ready for their signature, which he'll be notified on that.
Yeah, the good news is he's had a preview, so.
Yeah. He's had a little bit of a touch on this, and then, I will say, this past week, he said he was pretty overloaded with work, so he might be a little bit behind,
Yeah.
but
You think by the next meeting, the sign up,
hope so.
hope so? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you again.
Thank you, have a good night.
Thanksgiving.
You guys have a good night.
Good luck to you.
You too. Next item on the agenda is the monthly Serped report. We heard a report, there is no Serped report. Actually, I do have one item to bring up. We're making forward progress on the grant that we got. So I can talk about that. I want to talk about that. So Grant King is the guy at Serped, and he was working with Ralph Itaco to get the language in to start the process on the, I can send this to you guys too, so you have it. And this is about the Route 138 corridor study. And really, it's got more to do with the connections and East Dayton pathway study is what they're thinking about changing it to, because it makes more sense. But it's all about the community going from the town of Somerset line in Dayton all the way to the town to the city of Taunton, try to figure out how to more cohesively lay out the area for better planning. So I'll send this to everybody so you can check it out. But that's moving along, and it's 100% covered for all the work that Serped is going to do to put this study together. There's going to be document output, like you see. Serped will put that out. We're going to have a website. They're going to have a number of public engagement sessions. They're going to have people coming in, getting the public involved in this. There's going to be advertising. So it's going to be, I'm excited. It's going to be really neat. It's a great thing for the town of Dayton to be able to do this, and especially since it's completely covered. It's not going to cost us anything. So it's like
That's just a study.
This is just a study.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the work?
So what I'd like to do is once we get the study done and we have the concepts and everything up on the web, we want to be able to advertise that for the public, for any developers that want to do things in certain areas in the town of Dayton. Now, maybe we can look at additional grants for doing some of those things. This is step one. You got to do it's almost like a
Gotta do that
feasibility
in order,
study.
yeah.
You got to come up with a concept, and if you go for any follow-up grants, if you haven't done any homework at all, it's near impossible to get any kind of grant money. But if you can show there's been a professional study done with all the supporting documentation, then you can go forward and possibly go after state money or federal money to be able to do some local development. Or at the same time, you could, it's public records. It'll be up on a website. So you can click on the corridor study or whatever we're going to call it. Anybody comes to our town website and they can see these things. Maybe a developer gets an idea of something they want to do. And, there's going to be, it's more than just public service things. It's going to be, hey, it'd be great if you had a business cluster here or whatever, things that make sense. So it could be a business opportunity for somebody. You can see that, and maybe they didn't have the idea, or maybe didn't think about the best place to put something. But if we're going to get a study like this funded, part of figuring out where to put a business is somebody's got to go do some research to figure out where the best place is to put things, where you've got optimal like pedestrian traffic or vehicle traffic. So that work's going to be done. So somebody can walk in and say, hey, look at that. I want to open up a business over there. Maybe they can build something. I don't know. Just ideas.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of ideas will come up. There's no question about
Yeah.
it.
And this,
Especially if there's like a trail, bike trail and things like that, opening up a little ice cream shop and along the side. Just
The subway,
could be something.
too soon?
that.
It's too soon. You got the statute of limitations. You have to wait at least 4 meetings before you bring it up again. It's only been 3. No, it's only been 1.
Oh,
You
really?
need the clock reset. You gotta get away. All right, so that's Serpent. I guess I did have something to talk about. Next item is monthly stormwater committee report.
So the Stormwater Committee did meet yesterday. There were just 2 items on the agenda. One is 3 house lots on Horton Street, which came before us for an A&R to wind up. That was an approval of a stormwater permit. Each of the lots had disturbance of, individually, each of them was greater than an acre. So I know this committee has control delegated by the Board of Health for land disturbance permits. But when it does hit a 1 acre threshold, it kicks it back to stormwater. So I'm learning as I'm going with them, but so that's the reason it had to go to them. The second is, if you remember last year, somebody on Sunny's Way had this massive water issue because of the way the house was constructed, with a big ditch right next to his house, collecting water, going into the foundation and basement. So they just closed out a stormwater permit for him. Basically, the final solution was to allow him to tie directly into the storm drains. So that worked. So they was just closing out that permit to allow him to do that. So it's the update.
Here, thumbs up. 102 Sunnies. I saw that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else? That's it. No, thank you, Dan. Next one is the monthly permitting and compliance team report. Yesterday.
Yeah, so haven't had too much because we're waiting for the new building inspector to start attending our meetings when he gets started.
Do we still have interim?
We still have an interim.
Okay, all right.
So we're looking for some time in December, so we're hoping, and I was assured that he's been asked to attend the PACT meetings.
Okay.
So that we can all be on the same page. Otherwise, it was just pretty much status updates on various applications that we had outstanding, like Bell Farms, just where we stand, where we are. And let's see, Tom Ferry did come in prior to when he was here the last time, just to discuss the matter of the reconfiguration and the Corporal Dutra Memorial and the library park.
Okay. That's super. Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes from November 5th, 2025. Somebody make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Made and seconded by roll call.
Robert Woods is an aye.
Sophie Garrido and I.
Jeff Cavallo, and then aye.
Dan Higgins, aye.
Chris Cunha, aye.
Thank You, Mrs. Easterday, any correspondence?
Yes.
Excellent.
I received a notice from SEB Housing Team of Needham, Massachusetts. They wanted to let the community know that Middleborough Station Apartments in Middleborough, Mass. has an affordable housing lottery. SEB Housing is currently working with Middleborough Station Apartments, EOHLC, and the town of Middleborough to provide affordable housing rental units. Enclosed is a flyer for this affordable housing opportunity. The lottery is being marketed through multiple affirmative and local newspapers in addition to mailings done to local religious institutions and social organizations. We hope you will be able to make this information available via any avenues of distribution that you see fit. If you'd like more information, have questions, or you would like to receive an information packet and application, you can give them a call at 617-782-2300, extension 209. And information is also available on their website, which I will post this on our, in case anyone's interested.
All right. Thank you.
Those rentals or,
Yeah, and I thought that was a little bit different. Usually it's, affordable housing lottery, but this, and it is, but it looks like it's for
Just- the purchase, right?
apartments.
No, it's the rental units.
For
Sounds like.
rentals, yeah. Rents are subject to change after the first year.
Hmm.
The cost of utilities is included in the rent: heat, hot water, cooking, fuel, water, and sewer.
So I don't know why they do, I don't know what an affordable housing rental unit
I
is.
know, that's a,
Well, that, actually, you stop and think about it. The amount of money that's allowed
Okay, yeah.
as
Yeah.
affordable
It's like,
bedrooms is 2,700, 2,600.
yeah, 'cause
Two bedrooms is 2,000, one bedroom 1,500.
yeah, a lot, I mean, in my experience, my last life, career-wise, my previous company, we built a bunch, that's what we did, we built those, so. we-
Okay.
oh,
Like, we converted a school in Taunton on Berkeley Street to, and added onto the building to make these units.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Rental units?
rental units, so they're subsidized. So each person might pay X, say $1,000 a month, but like the government is subsidizing, in most cases, those, so that they can be affordable.
Got it, okay.
It's usually run by some property management, company that
Yes, it's a compare.
makes a lot of money doing this.
Got it, okay. Anything else, ma'am? That is all. All right, any public input? I think it's just us and Woody.
Now I'm all set, Jeff, thank you.
You're not the public, Woody.
Oh, I am, believe me.
Hey, Woody, was that your fish?
Yes, it was, Joe.
All right, nothing further. Can somebody make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
No roll call required. All in favor?
Aye.
Good night.
Good night.
Clayton.
Good night, Woody.
Woody.
Good night, Woody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good Thanksgiving, everybody.
Are we off?
No.